The Hillsborough County Sheriff's Office is honoring two deputies who survived an ambush back in November. A suspect rammed a car into both of them in Brandon, leaving both deputies seriously injured. Well, today, Sheriff Chad Chronister awarded them a Silver Cross for bravery. News Channel 8's Nicole Rogers joins us now live in Tampa. And Nicole, this is our first time seeing both of these deputies together since they were released from the hospital. It was a great sight.
It definitely was a great sight. And you know, the big question that we have been waiting to get an answer to is, were doctors able to save Corporal Carlos Brito's leg? Because if you remember, back in November, part of his femur bone was actually pinned in between those cars, and they thought it might have to be amputated. The answer is yes. Doctors were able to save his leg, and we were able to talk to both of those deputies today as they share their experiences for what they call the scariest day of their lives. It was just before 8 a.m. on a Thursday morning in Brandon. This was the moment that changed two Hillsborough County deputies' lives forever.
At the scene, there was a quick second that I thought I could die, and I left my wife a message so she know that I loved her.
Sheriff Chad Chronister says it was a mental health call that ended in devastation as a suspect rammed his car into Corporal Carlos Brito and Deputy Manny Santos.
That moment that happened, obviously back in November, was probably the scariest thing that we've dealt with. At least, I don't know if I'm speaking for Corporal Brito, but it was the scariest moment I've ever dealt with. A lot of things went through my mind, but I'm happy I'm here.
Both deputies are now being awarded the prestigious Silver Cross Award for bravery, as in the midst of this terrifying moment, Sheriff Chronister says they displayed unwavering courage and fortitude.
The Silver Cross is the most prestigious award we can give at the Hillsborough County Sheriff's Office, and I can't remember the last time we've presented this award to any member of the office. These two continue to set the standard when you talk about courage and perseverance, and they certainly, when you think of every attribute that is the Silver Cross Award, here's your shining examples right here.
And when you talk about perseverance, the sheriff tells us both of those deputies are back at work on light duty at the sheriff's office. Their message to the Tampa Bay community is to never give up. Jen?
It's really incredible, Nicole, and it's great to hear doctors were able to save Corporal Brito's leg. We know both of those deputies were seriously injured that day. Any idea where they stand in the long road to recovery and what's to come besides being on light duty? I'm sure that's not the end game for them.
Definitely not. As for Deputy Santos, he says that he is trying to bend his knee past 120 degrees, and he is determined to get there. As for Corporal Brito, he is currently day by day putting a little bit more weight each day on his leg. He says it's very painful, but it is stimulating that bone growth.
Man, we wish them the very best. Thank you. Nicole Rogers, live in Tampa for us.